Hello and welcome back to Charlie's House Call Auto Repair. Today we've got a 2006 Toyota Corolla with a clock that likes to fade out, and we're going to show you how to repair this. The only tools that you're going to need is a soldering iron solder, Phillips screwdriver, and an upholstery pry tool. Very first thing you're going to need to do is get this panel here removed. So we're going to take the pry tool, get underneath, and just lift up. In this case, I'm just twisting a little bit to lift it up. Get your fingers underneath the edge, work your way up. Pop the piece loose. You'll have to slide it out from under your parking brake handle, up over your shifter, and down out of the way. If you got a stick, you can remove the piece, or at least turn it sideways. With the stick, you do actually, I think there's stuff in the way that's going to keep you from pulling this out, so you'll have to turn it sideways. Once you've got it turned sideways, you're going to turn around and get underneath this console here. Start off with pulling out this middle button right here. There's a Phillips screw sitting right there. So we'll take the screw out. Drop it down into the tray. Alright, so the next thing you're going to need to do is figure out how to pull this panel out. And this is held in with 4 snap clips that just straight in. So we got to get behind this somehow. Sometimes people can grab a hold of here and pull, but I wouldn't recommend that because you could break one of these things off very easily. You've got to get behind these corners down here and pull this assembly out. And it's not an easy thing to do because you don't want to break any of these compartments. So it'll take a little bit of getting behind things, pulling out. Bottom's already snapped out now. So now we come up here to the side, right in here in the side, and push out very gently. Same thing on this side, very gently. And then you can remove this whole panel, slide it out. This is your clock right here. What we're going to do is there's 4 tabs on the top, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. The ones that we're going to be dealing with are right here, and then equally on the bottom. You're going to have to lift these up a little bit, push down on the bottom ones, and then the clock should push straight back and come out. For ease and simplicity, I'm just going to pull the whole thing out, undo the plugs, and then we'll show you how to extract the clock. I got that plug right there. You're going to push down on this tab. Sorry about shaking you guys all over the place. That one's one out. You got another one right here, this little white one, tab in the middle, push down and pull straight back. Oh, sorry about that. One right below it, same as the first one. Tab in the middle, push down, pull the plug out. And then the one for the clock itself is this one right here. This one's a little trickier. It pins in the side, and it's a little hard to get at. Get that out. And now we can remove the whole center console. Oh, you got to take it out of gear. Now with the car in now a neutral or drive, the car is off. We can pull this whole console, this piece right out. And this is what we're left with. So if you need to get in here to gauges or cables, they're behind this part right here.
What you asking for this?
Signs in the window, and they ask me how much I'm selling it for. Okay, in any case, back to where we were. There's a clip underneath here that you push up on. This one over on this side, you have to get up above it, curl your finger, push down on it, and it'll unlock and come out. This piece right here. Just so that you know how to get this part out. Now back to this thing. We're going to pick this up, lay this down, try to scratch it on the tools, and then we got those 4 little tabs two here and two underneath, and we're going to push the clock out this way. So let me get you situated because I need both hands for this. Now we're going to get underneath this piece right here, lift up a little bit, push backwards on the clock. That one there, same way. Oh, the bottom was released, that was convenient. And then the clock slides right out. Now once you've got the clock out, you'll see a tab here, 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 and here. We got to lift those up, push back very gently, push back, and then this cover will come off. That exposes the circuit board on the back of the clock. These resistors right here, 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 and here, as well as this one, are the ones that act up. And if you look right here, you can see a little bit of discoloration. This is because what happens is these develop a cold solder joint. So what we have to do is just simply resolder those. All right, now be sure that when you're doing this that your soldering iron is tinned and ready to go. We're going to come right down here on the seat. Probably not a safe place, but there's already so many cigarette burns in here, it doesn't matter. And all we're going to do is melt and add just a little bit of solder. The excess we can take off in a few minutes. Yeah, it's a big, big glob right there. Big glob. I'm going to shake this outside the window, not get it on the car. And in a second I'm going to hold this out the window and turn it upside down and get the excess off of it. Those are the only ones that we need to worry about, is those 4 or 5 big ones right here. Probably not even all 5 of them, but I'm going to redo all 5 of them anyways. Turn it upside down, get the excess off of it. It'll go right back onto the soldering iron. Access off of it, go right back onto the soldering iron. And then take a real good close look at your work. Make sure that it's nice and neat, there's no globs anywhere. Everything here looks good, got a little bit of resin on it, but we're not going to be too critical about this. Just as long as those cold solder joints and cracks are fixed, now we can go ahead and reassemble. Turn your soldering iron back off. Put it someplace that's not going to start a fire. Now, if we want to be absolutely sure that this is working, we're going to go ahead and plug it back in first. Grab the little white plug right here. We're going to plug that back in. And we have 1 o'clock and it's nice and bright now. So we're good to go. Let's get this reassembled. And the reassembly is as easy as grabbing the clock, taking the back, sliding the back onto it, snapping that into place, and then coming into the back side and slide it forward until it clicks. There you go. Now we can reassemble everything. Alright, bring it over. Gonna need the car back into park or neutral or drive again. Take your console, slide it down behind the shifter, start to locate it into place, and then start bringing up all of your plugs and putting them back into place. I'm going to try to do this all with one hand again. We're going to take the black plug first, snap that into the bottom, white plug up on the top, snap that back into place. Got to find the hole that it goes into. There it is. I should get you a slightly better angle here. It's not so terrible. And then over here, the white plug for the clock. And then the black plug for the hazards. Now we can go ahead and slide this whole assembly up and straight back and into place. Top to bottom. Put your Phillips screw back in. Backwards with the screw until it drops into the threads, or you cross thread and crack the fitting that holds it. Put the little knob back on. Grab your center console panel. Find the power outlet plug. Hook that back up. Take this, slide it underneath, get it underneath the edge here, slide straight back, snap it down into place. Back to check again. There's our clock, everything's working. This entire process should take less than 10 minutes. Reassembling is literally as easy as taking the clock and sliding it in from the back side all the way forward until it clicks and locks into place.